What's up, guys? We're back working on the Mercedes today, and what's this thing called? I have some information, I have some good news, and hopefully we get this thing to start. So the information, this is called a Jetronic fuel distributor, and you did just see me have to look at the package because I cannot remember the name for the life of me. So I have a 8-cylinder Jetronic rebuild kit for this exact part number fuel distributor. We're gonna get this installed in here. Hopefully it will let us create pressure. After what we looked at last week, it makes the most sense that this would be the problem. So I'm really hoping that this seal kit is gonna get this thing actually able to create pressure. So when we throw it on there, we have a running car. It's all Torx bits and Allen keys, and that should get it in half, and a flathead. Me and my favorite tool. Let's get this thing apart. I'm gonna take off this sensor. It's like an EHA sensor, I think. I'm really not 100% sure. I should probably Google that. Okay, so I'm betting these are gonna be like obnoxiously tight. Okay, you'll have that on these big jobs. Okay, well I see where two seals, these green ones go. Let's say that I don't have to take out all of these for whatever reason. That would be pretty kick-ass. I think what I'm gonna do is just take off these Torx and see if I can get it to come in half, and if not, then I'll take out the rest. Don't make fun of me. I grabbed these instead of my my bits. I should have just grabbed the bit. I'm just gonna get these broke loose real quick because they're not that bad, and then I'm gonna go grab my drill because I'm lazy. It's not like a impact, of course. Well, it is an impact, but it's like a really shitty impact. So fast. This is why you gotta love power tools. Dude, I could be in NASCAR. Time. So let's see if it'll come in half. Honestly, I mean, that's, what else do we do? Okay, so it's not budging at all. It may be that all of them have to come out. Okay. Oh, I bet we gotta take this motherfucker off. The impact should probably do that. That'll be okay. A little bit of an oversight on my part. I didn't think about this. I thought that this was a full through hole, so you would just pull it all the way through. I didn't look. I'm gonna try the 1/2-inch sockets I have, just because I could throw it on the impact and it would probably make my life easier. Oh shit, that's not nearly as big as I thought it'd be.
That's what she said.
I feel like Goldilocks over here. Too small, too large, too small. So that one will work, but I realize that I'm using standard, not metric. And obviously this is German as shit, so we need to maybe look at metric. We might not have enough metric though, that's funny. Oh, that's money right there. That is a 21, 24. So, I just did that by hand. Are you kidding me? Ain't no way. All right, that's cool. So we got this off by hand. So let's take it the rest of the way off and just try and be careful and remember how everything goes. Okay, let's not do that. Definitely not do that. So this middle piece wants to come up, but it doesn't at the same time. So we're gonna persuade it. Shit. Okay, it has seal on it. Cool. That'll come out. Oh, the whole plunger's gonna come out now. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So will it come apart now? No. Oh shit. Spring. I still don't think that I can get it apart currently. So I think I'm gonna have to take everything out of it. Now if the size is not in here, we have a problem. Bro. You're joking. What the fuck? That's all the sizes. So let me see if a Torx will fit in it, because I will definitely use a Torx for this if it will work. Hell yeah, it'll work. Look, I'm breaking them. Get our magic key. Now, why aren't you coming apart? Why you gotta be difficult? I don't want to lose these, so I'm gonna take them out. Y'all help me remember that they all have washers on them. I can smell that premium gas. Whew, buddy.
Wafting.
So what needs to come out then? What's still holding it together? All right, I am massively confused. I don't know what I'm doing. There's just nowhere else for it to... That didn't do anything. It'll hurt my thumbs. So what it looks like is, as I've been messing with it, I've got a little bit of movement here. Not a whole lot, but I'm gonna see if I can't get it to come apart without breaking something. There's a lot of springs in here too, from what I understand. I mean, we're getting somewhere. It's not anywhere fast. Let's just kind of work it a little bit without sending anything flying. That's like the main thing I'm trying to really avoid, is having a massive, just everything comes apart. Oh, okay. So what I'm trying to do is, I don't know if you can, how well you can see it, but it's just got a bunch of O-rings wrapped around it. So that's what's being such a challenge. Slowly I'm getting a gap formed here. All right, there it goes. Okay. We did it. Just kind of observe for a second and look around. This up here looks pretty clean. These filters, they're a little screened. If you can see in here, this gasket's been like eaten away a little bit at all these ports and stuff, which just tells me that the ethanol in it was eating away at everything. These are the O-rings that came out of it, and I just tore it in half like effortlessly. Whoo, got that catch. Well, we're just gonna have to be careful. So right in that, yeah, those are falling apart. I mean, it makes sense. This is feeling really culprity. I hope these springs are universal. There's a couple here that I'm unsure of. With these off, we can then pull the, whatever it's called, like the big gasket here, the diaphragm gasket, we can pull that off now. Let's get these O-rings out of the way, all trash. Now let's get this off. See what's under there. Oh, okay, so there are some things attached to those. Let's throw these over here. I would appreciate it if you did not do that. So that right there is your diaphragm gasket. Hammered, absolutely hammered. Now I would like to maybe get this out, if possible. But to do that, I need to remove all of these pieces in here. This cap, and then the spring, then the cap below that as well. And I think I'm gonna try and find a better thing to hold them in, so I'm not just setting them on the table. Let's get a hook. Because there's an O-ring down here I'd like to grab, so let's go grab a hook and then see if we can't get that apart. If I've learned anything, you just grab all of them, because you never know what shape you're gonna want. Okay, well somehow this did not get recorded, so that's on me. I got this, set this on top of it, held my hands over everything and pushed down, and I was able to pop this free. There it goes. So I did get this free without having to remove everything, which is fucking awesome. So I think all we need to do really is just look in our kit here and see what we have to replace. And I don't think that I have. I just touched old gas and that did not taste good. The filter's fine, the Teflon ring's fine. There's an O-ring here that we're gonna replace. And I believe there's an O-ring in here. Actually, like in the, I don't want to tip it too far, but in the bottom of this, we're going to replace that too. So that's those two O-rings. All the little O-rings go on all this. No, the little O-rings go around these little spring retainer things. So I'm not going to touch these just because I know that it for sure fits how it's supposed to right there. We'll get those put on there. The green ones go back here on the outside where that EHA or whatever this little sensor is goes here. It's like a flow sensor. There's this large O-ring, and I'm not 100% sure. No, I know where that goes. It goes on the bottom of this. So that's where that will go. Cool. So I think we know where everything goes. Let's just start putting it together. We'll start with the easy one, which will be this one right here on the barrel. There's really not like a instructions of any kind or anything really. So we're just kind of vibing and seeing what happens. Yeah. So, all right, I do not know where that goes. I'm just gonna kind of, you know, like with Legos, how you kind of separate it out, that's what I'm doing here. So the only one that I'm not sure on is this odd looking one that is a square-ish type. I don't see anything that would look like that. So it's probably not gonna get replaced. Let's start with taking off the one here. Dude, I'm gonna stab myself. Every time I use, I about did it. I think it's gonna be this one. Obviously this is a little bit of a smaller O-ring because it's brand new. And the one that I just took off is probably stock. And that's everything that we're gonna do to that. What I have been trying to avoid is taking out all of these springs because there's 3 pieces. There's the retainer, there's a spring, and then there's a little cap that's underneath it. It's not a big deal, I just don't wanna do it. So if I can get this out and replace it from the top here, I'm gonna definitely do that. I can for sure get it out. That's never the hard part. Definitely doesn't feel good. All of these O-rings have not felt very good. This is going in way easier than I thought it would. Like it just slipped right in. So let's put these on now. I'm gonna drop every single one. I'm trying to not push them in just because I don't want to have to like change the presets of them. Not that it's hard, but it's like everything that I do when working on a car. If I don't have to put the time into it, why would I want to? Okay, we're getting a pace now. As it pops off. I need some sort of grease, so we're gonna spit on it. I'm just kidding. I've got some just 2-stroke gas that I think will be like really good because it's at least combustible, right? It'll smoke a little bit, but oh well. I'd rather it install easy. So I think this is gonna be the eventful part. Okay, let's see if this just wants to play that. Oh shit! Dude, that was so much easier than I thought I was gonna. Damn it, I lost a keeper. Okay. Didn't lose it, didn't go far. We're good. Crisis averted. Let's throw 2 of these through here so that I can use them as like guides. Okay, well that it didn't help at all. So it's going entirely too well so far. Fuck, which way did this go? So I believe we're good to just throw it together. No, we're not, you dum-dum. You gotta put the fucking, all this shit. So what next is we have to put the, like the little plastic rings and the springs on each of these retainers. They're supposed to stick together. Damn, I thought I had that one. I guess let's put these bastards on here. I hate this. I'm not a fan of this. All of these are just sitting here. They're not being held by anything. For such a smart design, it seems really silly. I truly don't think it even mattered if I kept the order or not. Let's see if we can't slide it on there. So the springs are pretty close. Means that we're off a little bit. See, this is what I didn't want to have happen. We're kind of close. So this is more annoying than I thought it was gonna be. And an O-ring just fell off. Come on, man. We were doing so good. We were friends, everything was happy. The name of the game is perseverance. Do not let the part beat you. Do not let the inanimate object make you angry. Because if you do, you lose. Okay, so I'm halfway on right now. And I think from here, I can ensure that we're in the right spots.
Just tap it in, give it a little tappy.
So we are officially together. Let's put some bolts back in so we can actually like cinch it up. Let's get that done. I know some of you are probably freaking out that I'm using an impact on a carburetor that's supposed to be like delicate. This thing has been through so much that it's nothing. It's not even spinning with that. Like it's honestly, it couldn't pull itself out of bed if it had to. It's calibrated. All we need to do next is we're going to drop the spring down this little hole. We're going to take our piston, wiggle it on down here. Ooh, that sounds way better. Okay, look, it's actually doing something. That's awesome. Let's throw these back in because we don't have to do anything with them. Never did. I just wanted to take them out for fun. I don't know, that's just what happens when you start taking stuff apart that you don't know how to take apart. You just have to take it all apart until you figure it out. I'm pretty sure that's just what you do. You got a better way, you tell me. Googling is fun, like looking up a YouTube video or whatever, but there's just something really fun to me about just trying to figure something out. You just dive into it without any expectation of what it is and try and figure it out. Let's replace these O-rings real quick. Sheet, which way does this go? So I only have one leftover O-ring that I don't know where it goes. So that's pretty good. To completely just raw dog an ancient carburetor, I'll take it. Let's just methodically do this a little bit. Let's start over here. I don't know why that was methodical, I'm gonna be honest. There was no thought with that. So I thought this had a copper crush gasket on it. I think it's probably supposed to. Oh, it does. It was very stuck on there though. So let's replace that. I think this is just like a bleed screw maybe, I really don't know. But it now has a fresh crush gasket. Let's just work our way down the line. Let's hit this one. Hopefully it's not stuck. Damn.
What did you expect?
Okay. I know this will work, but I'm gonna take a big wrench and see if it can go across this, which it can. So what I do is from here, I can use it, well, it's just not a very good hold. And I can't go big enough to go over all of it. Man, that kind of sucks. I don't have a vise because I'm poor. What if I try and... Ow, that hurt a lot. Will this one fit on there? Hey, quit eating rocks. Please stop.
Did you learn nothing from all this?
Dude, holy shit. Look, if it wasn't leaking before, it ain't gonna leak now. Let's just be honest. Good enough for me. I did clean it all out with carb cleaner. I sprayed this shit out of everything, so if anything was in there, it's not in there anymore. Everything got cleaned. So I will save these for a later date if necessary. And that is a rebuilt Jetronic. Let me just check that real quick. Jetronic fuel distributor. Let's throw this on the car and see if it starts, because I think that's everything.